of Assassin's Creed Mirage. Oh, they got me stuck. Hold on. Come on, get off of that. Alright, let's just check out the investigation board, see what we got. So, in the past video, we took out the treasurer. I think that's a side quest. So we're close to getting to the head of the order. What would the next quest be though? Got a disciple talisman. I guess we'll do this one, the Hidden Zone Bureau. Speak to that individual. Whoever, Hebed. Trying to remember the names because I'm not gonna lie. I've been switching between this and Valhalla. I will definitely record some Valhalla gameplay. But for the time being, I mean, I'm gonna stick to one ascent. Alrighty. Now I wonder.
Basim, join me on the roof.
I know. It's a collectible, I see that. Or is that collectible? Alright, before oh, if you guys didn't know, I am a bit of a completionist. Took me a while to get like this again, because I'm not gonna lie, the gaming industry has kinda, I wouldn't say died down, it's just cash grabs everywhere, so trying to find a quality game to play and sit back and enjoy is pretty tough to do. But when you find it, you gotta go hunt. I'm not saying game is, you know, Assassin's Creed 2 worthy. Definitely, how would you say? Gives the assassin vibes. Like Valhalla, so far it's not bad. Just because I love the series, I love the franchise. But it is missing that lore factor when it comes to the Desmond and thought I could climb up there. The Desmond and the William Miles and those kind of that kind of lore aspect to it. So you kind of have to take the game from. That's what honestly any game in this generation. You just if you're stuck to a certain. Hold on, let's listen. I'll get back to the conversation after this.
I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabed, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill, and the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people. Lethally. I have stopped them for now. But someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go! Spy out this puzzle with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure.
I think that's pretty cool that they used a feather to collect the blood. But why? That's what makes me think. Like, what? Why exactly feather smothered in blood? For like ritual purposes, or alright, Master in the Shadows, Al Rabisu. Next on the list, Al Rabisu. But alright, to continue on what we were talking about prior to the cutscene. Yes, you have to be open with the genre of games that you're playing nowadays because of it. Because of how... What's the word I'm trying to find? How disappointing you could... Had to say how disappointed you could be because of what you thought a game was. It's honestly like person growing. Like, people have a persona of you. At least old friends, they'll have a persona of you from when you were
The symposium should be here.
first, and then
Baghdad's brightest, sharing
you
their
don't
wisdom.
talk to them for years, so when you don't talk to them for years and you see them randomly, they might think of you as the same person in high school. That's what I would say the easiest way to compare like the old franchise games to new.
About Fazil's lecture. He will share the wisdom.
Enough talk. Attend the symposium. The House of Wisdom.
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah, the poet?
عذراً، فأنا أسترجع ما قاله المعلم البلخي. يمكننا حساب الميل المحوري.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah, the poet?
This is pretty far away to be eavesdropping. If you ask it, that's just my opinion. That is
I hope to
extremely
catch a whiff
far
of her
away to be
magnificent aura.
eavesdropping.
So rare to see her outside of the round city.
I don't think that's
The beloved is in the garden,
very close.
ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
For the poet, Arib is resting in the eastern outer
Guide me, Enkidu.
if Enkidu can. Is a sick. There's no marksman, but I don't have a compass. Oh, okay. East outer right here. could be over here. Maybe. I think this is the guy.
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Well, that didn't do too much. So, back to our investigative work. We already talked with them.
The translator. Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
وداعا.
That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an.
Attention symposium attendees. The great scholar's lecture will begin after a short delay. Meanwhile, enjoy our bounteous snacks and the sparkling wit of your fellow guests. Pardon me. The lecture will begin soon. Please, amuse yourself with the other guests until the gong sounds.
12 رأسا جديدا بجوار جسر الشرقية العائم هذا الصباح. لا جدوى من تحدي صاحب الشرطة.
Well, what? Trying to find like what? Oh, okay. Got another guy
Impressive
right here.
door. Where does it go?
Those who came before are...
What?
I said, those who came before are...
Never mind.
Is that like a kind of quiz he had for me? Sounded like it. Oh. Got a note on the door.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
أحتاج إلى خيوط أكثر لترقيع معطف ولدي. إذا تقريبا هل تذكر آخر أشعارها؟
Hey, Nine Fingers! I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something.
His knee hug. It's so unexpected. The last person I thought that would be popping up like this.
These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Have we already been? If we have. We've been in here before. I'm missing. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, here we go.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the hidden ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
Taunting the new kid and stealing his...
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman.
Alrighty. Time to attend the lecture. Let's get it.
Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe.
Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom, the house you led astray. But I will find you, and I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
And now it is time to put Basil, or however Basim said it, away. We're gonna pack this dude up like UPS.
It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
The old fraud falls directly to hiding.
To complain about the shortness of the lecture. I remain profoundly unedified.
Did you see the powerful terror on the great scholar's face?
He looked like somebody about to get his skull drilled.
How revolting.
Forget I mentioned it.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Lend me your eyes.
I think maybe I'll unveil all of the options and then we'll make it known like what path we're taking.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars?
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you.
Wait. Wasn't that the same guy that told the scholar like that two guys died from an assassin's blade? Huh. Well, that dude is not a great informant, let's just say that.
Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazil's greatest word.
See what the librarian has for us. Oh, my vocabulary is very off.
Looks clear.
I've lost
I can use
Fazil's
my
greatest
weapons again
word.
if needed.
We have an eavesdrop. This
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazil's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
Let's see if that works. Let's see if we got caught.
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
No light here.
Oh, it actually worked. Nice. Garden something.
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Now, I might say, I don't, I'm not too much of a fan of this ability, but it definitely comes in handy. It's almost like a lazy way to play, confirmed kill. Alright, so we got a surprise they don't notice. Not gonna complain.
I better not
Here's
use
the
my
book.
weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
Nice. perfect execution. I didn't think that was gonna work like that. I did not think it was gonna work like that. Some big bruisers are kind of.
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
Going on like an adventure, huh? Nice. The execution was beautiful. Is that the book right there?
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it.
Haha. There we go. Time to get out of here. Now it's time to figure out just how to get out of here. Oh no. Oh, we can just get out of here this way. Perfect. Oh, I like
better
this
not
escape
use my
route.
weapons here.
Like dipping in and out the action all at once. I love it. All right, let's see. We'll do the passageway route. I mean, we already committed to this, so let's see what we can get out of it.
Gatekeeper!
Those who came before are
those who shall return.
correct. You may proceed.
What is this? Do not disturb me with trivia about being clean, dusty, or lost book. Show the initiative. I am busy with my great work in the basement. Further interruptions shall result in logging. Ah, really? So he's got an excuse for being this big. He's been working. Huh? So to say. First, you gotta loot around. There's always something like this where like you may focus on just the story and so I know what you need. Especially when it comes to upgrading your gear. Let's see. Or maybe I don't. Alright, I'm gonna bet on it before we even go down here. I feel like it's just gonna be loot and not him. Maybe, I don't know.
Looks clear.
This is me.
I can use
being
my weapons again if
type
needed.
of optimistic with the situation. Oh snap! Yeah, let me not mess.
I'll finish you!
Like a prison down here.
Hey, you! Hold a moment! Hey, you! Stop!
You there! Hold!
I feel like this is one of those spots where it would possibly be an Easter egg. Possibly, but that's just, again, me being optimistic. Kind of trying to tell the same. At least read the clues on like what most games do when it comes to layers like this. Usually some type of Easter egg. It reminds me of like Batman almost. Entirely different franchise, like I said. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Nobody's putting a trap there. Not ever.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers.
You can pull my feet out.
That?
What was that? What?
There we go. I missed the first time, but the second one should work. And it'll make it look like the flames did all of it. Same thing with right here. Oh wait, I'm gonna wait it out.
Won't run so well.
Perfect. Last thing I want is to start anything unnecessary. I just use the environment to my advantage. Just in that hitman mindset, I would say. Torturing somebody.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek
No
of
subjects
rotten iron. Those
shall
robes
enter
might
if
help
they are
me
not
get
wearing
closer
the
to
robes.
Fazil.
You may find the appropriate garb in the room adjoining. Bard.
What have they done to these people?
Well, you can leave now.
Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
The disguise can help, obviously. If you're detected, vanish. Okay, so it's not like Hitman. Where if you get caught with your disguise, you know, you can't use it anymore. Find a new one. This one you just got up here. You gotta vanish, then appear again.
Take me back there. I don't belong here.
Where is my robe? The scholar without my special robe.
What is this, like
Next
a fight
subject!
night?
In here, now!
It's gotta be like a fight night.
There are horrors here, but
Like
the
a
most
duel?
terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
Okay, glitch.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder? and make so few of me.
Kind of looks like a little ritual.
We
if
call
you ask
this
me.
the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
Ah, beautiful execution. I'm starting to love these like little speeches, go to assassinations.
This
Like
may
that's
be
fire.
the place.
That's
It
pretty
may be
fire.
here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the lid.
Nice. But where did all the guards go? All the guards just so happily just disappeared. Can't find them. Nice escape. What am I doing? Let me get back in there. There we go. Messed that up. Yeah, I think I'll just swap at this point. Such a beautiful scenery, honestly. Especially when you're on like something high performance with a good monitor. Graphics on high or ultra or extreme, whatever the settings are. Oh man, you can't beat it. Beats a console anytime. It's like a match. Like once you play the game on like a high performing, or any game on a high performing PC and monitor, regular TV just doesn't do the job anymore.
Basim Ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, You cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours. This repulsive shadow that crushes your chest. Has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper. Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib. Was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
Easy, Basim, I am here. Basim, tamahal.
I cannot keep them waiting.
Are they aware, your companions, that their hunter is hunted in his sleep?
If it were in my sleep alone, I could bear it. But it followed when I fled Anbar. Now it stalks me when I slay those I hunt.
The ones from the palace, in the masks.
4 are dead at my hand. The last, the head of the snake, will join them soon.
Why slit its throat when you could loosen its tongue?
What? Why would I?
The jinni only struck in sleep. It never dogged you by the day until you reached into that chest. The masked ones prize what lay within. The ancient object that woke at your touch. They may hold more answers living than dead.
I hunt my enemies. I do not break bread with them. I took an oath, Nihal.
How can you hunt when you are hounded? If you could walk the dark unburdened, you could better serve the light.
I stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent, not from the order of the ancients.
If you will not ask your foes, then at least ask your friends what slept in that chest. And why they sought it.
My companions wait for me at the Harbiya Bureau.